Prank Patrol. Prank Patrol was a series that aired in Canada on the channel YTV between 2005 and 2010. The show was about the host Andy and a team of ninjas helping children pull pranks on people. Since the show was moderately successful and had 4 seasons, it's amazing to see how much of it has become lost, since there was no home media release, and limited TV airings outside of Canada. While all of Seasons 1 and 2 have been found, all of Season 3 is lost, and less than 3 minutes of combined footage from 2 Season 4 episodes have been found, with the rest of Season 4 being lost. The episodes from the first 2 seasons were regularly aired in reruns on BBC Kids, but since Season 3 and 4 never got reruns after 2013, their lost status will likely remain until someone finds a recording.
My favorite part was when the big cake blew up and it went like everywhere. I really liked how he was just like all crazy and fell back in the chair, and yeah, it was pretty funny.
Do You Trust Me? Do You Trust Me was a game show produced in 2007 and set to air on CBS that year. According to host Tucker Carlson, yes, you heard that right, only 6 episodes were produced. The concept of the game show is quite complicated and essentially combines elements from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Greed, and Friend or Foe. Players would team up and answer multiple choice questions to build up cash in a trust fund, which would later be decided if the players would keep playing the game, steal all the winnings, or split them. There's a lot of strategy involved in predicting what the other person would pick, and whether or not they could be trusted. None of the actual episodes have been uploaded or aired anywhere. The only footage that exists is a 4-minute long demo reel.
This is a game of skill, chance, and trust. Right now, you're just 12 questions away from up to $2 million. In the television series Happy Days, what actor played the Fonz? Who was the first astronaut to set foot on the moon? Which sitcom aired first?
On Trial. On Trial was a 1928 film adaptation of a popular Broadway play from 14 years prior. 2 versions were released fairly close to each other, a silent version and a sound version. The plot is rather mysterious and vague, as all the information available is that it's about a man who is charged with murdering his best friend and the trial for said case. No character names are known, and no information about the plot beyond that is available. Some stills and a trailer for the film exist, and the soundtrack is said to exist at the UCLA Film Archive, but beyond that, the full film is lost. Tortellini Western. Tortellini Western, a play on words of the film industry term spaghetti western, was a series of animated shorts that aired on Nicktoons Network in 2004. The shorts employed the use of low-budget flash animation and crude toilet humor, and as a result were critically panned. Despite this, they were known for airing on the network quite often. Even though that may be the case, as with a lot of interstitial material, it was not preserved very well. 6 out of the 13 shorts are available, with one of the found shorts being a camera recording of a TV screen. That number was 7, but one of the shorts uploaded to YouTube has now been privated. Yooka-Laylee Wii U version. In 2015, a Kickstarter launched for a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, and it was to be developed by former Rare employees. Fan excitement was palpable, as it only took half an hour for the Kickstarter to reach its goal, and in the end, over £2 million was raised for the project. It was planned for a litany of systems including the Switch, PS4, Xbox One, Mac, PC, Linux, and one platform that it never made it to, the Wii U. The Wii U version's cancellation was announced in December of 2016, as the focus was to make a version of the game for the Switch. As the game was released in spring of 2017, the Switch version came out that December, and the Wii U version will only live on as an abandoned idea.
It's exploitative. It's sensational. It appeals to your basest instincts, and you're gonna watch every minute of it. Introducing Hurl, a bold new take on reality TV. 5 contestants enter an intense eating challenge, then stomach-churning test of stamina. The last one to blow groceries wins a cool grand. You're gonna love it, even if you pretend you don't. Hurl premieres July 15th, only on G4.
Hurl. In 2008, at a time when G4 was transitioning its content away from the specific gaming angle, a show was made called Hurl. The show was a game show involving contestants eating obscene amounts of food and then riding carnival rides while trying not to vomit the food they ate. It was a very cutthroat game show, as competitors would fake vomit to try to get their opponent to do it for real. If the contestant ended up not hurling, they'd win $1,000. The show was critically panned for obvious reasons and didn't last long. Today, only 2 episodes are found, along with 5 minutes of footage from the first episode. The rest of the show is lost. Dastardly and Muttley, Operation Pigeon Pursuit. This video game was a planned Wacky Races game for the PlayStation 2. Developer Blast Entertainment planned the game for a 2007 release, eventually narrowed down to be released on June 28th of that year. However, Blast later changed the release date on their website to January of 2008 before removing the date altogether, eventually delisting the game. No information about what kind of game it would have been or how it would function was ever known. In fact, to this day, 0 screenshots of the game have surfaced. It's possible the game was cancelled due to the PS2 becoming an outdated piece of hardware, but no reason was ever given for why the game was cancelled. All that remains today is the cover art. Dragon King: The Fighting Game. Super Smash Bros. Wasn't always supposed to start out as a fighting game crossover between different Nintendo franchises. From its conception, it was originally going to be a fighting game called Dragon King. The gameplay of the original Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64 is obviously ripped from this previous version. The notable difference is obviously the playable characters, which were nondescript humanoid bodies. These humanoid bodies were speculated to be the original models that evolved into Captain Falcon's model used in the actual game. Obviously, Dragon King is lost, as it lives on in the form of Super Smash Bros., and it will most likely never see the light of day. The Club. Designed to be sort of an MMO for a younger demographic, this game was created by Nickelodeon. The Club allowed users to create and customize their own character, visit locations in actual Nickelodeon shows, and even post on the message boards. While the beta was used by 3 million people in 2006, the actual game came out in 2007, used by about 7 million people under the name Nicktropolis. However, the Club name only began use in 2010 and had a graphical redesign going from 3D to 2D. This game was eventually taken down, and by 2014, Nick.com's rebrand dictated the end of the Club. And to this day, all that exists are a few screenshots.
Crazy Steve's gone berserk!
Crazy Steve?
Who else?
Well, it's Monday. You can't schedule Crazy Steve to work on a Monday.
Monday's his bad day.
Drake and Josh widescreen episodes. Drake and Josh episodes in Season 1 were shot in a 4:3 aspect ratio. However, Seasons 2 through 4 have a complicated history of the format they're most commonly viewed. Upon first airing, every episode of Drake and Josh was aired in a 4:3 aspect ratio, as TV broadcasts were analog up until 2009. Since Drake and Josh ended in 2007, this means the opportunities to air seasons 2 through 4 episodes in the 16:9 aspect ratio were limited. It is theorized that Nickelodeon has widescreen versions of every episode from seasons 2 to 4. The only problem is that they only air these in sporadic clips on their YouTube channels and maybe occasionally in reruns. As of now, the only full episodes that exist in widescreen are from Season 4, with Season 2 and 3 only having certain clips in widescreen. Perhaps Nickelodeon will rerun every episode in widescreen, but until that day comes, we're stuck with the clips that are available right now.
Excuse me, but who are you?
Were you invited to this party?
Run!